If you are interested in learning how to achieve this look, then stay tuned. Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be doing a color and wig revamp. So basically what my client requested was that I go in and I kind of add like a highlighted look. She wanted something that was a little darker than what she currently has. So basically we're just going to go through, we're going to darken this color up slightly, we're going to touch up the roots, and we're going to give it pretty much like just a treatment. We're going to treat the hair so that way once it gets silk pressed, it's flowing and everything is back to normal. So I'm just going to go right in with the clear all. Pretty much you just mix these two together. This is a typical box dye, so it's pretty easy for anyone to do, even if you are a client that is doing this yourself at home. But we're going to go through, we're just going to shake this right up, get that color mixed up together really well. Also, it does come with gloves, so if you do not have any, you do not have to purchase any. I personally prefer to put the dye into a dye bowl when I'm working on the wigs. It's a lot easier because I'm not applying this all over. I'm going to be applying it in sections. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to section out that front part. But first we have to make sure that everything in the front is straight. This is really important when you want to make sure that everything is symmetrical. But this also really helps when it comes to applying the color. That way everything is already pre-sectioned, so you're not going through and trying to figure out how everything should be sectioned off. So what my technique is I like to go through and I like to do the braid method when I'm applying highlights to hair that is already colored. But basically what that is you section out your hair. And you just do like a really loose plait. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy, nothing all perfect, but it's basically just giving you that just that extra oomph when it comes to, you know, trying to section the hair out, and it just makes your job a whole lot easier. So I'm going to do this all around the head. Even the parts that I'm not coloring, I will be sectioning off too, so that way they are out of the way when I'm applying the color. So first we're going to go through and I'm going to section off all of my different pieces of aluminum that I'm going to use. This is definitely another great technique to do as well. I'm telling you guys, hair coloring can take so long if you don't do these little tricks and techniques that will help you. It typically takes me around, I'll say like 30 to 40 minutes to apply color. If I prep everything, it can definitely end up taking a lot longer if you do not. But I'm just going to go through, I'm just going to apply the brown dye to the hair, making sure that I'm fully saturating the hair, so that way it's not any like blotchy parts or anything like that. You want it to be a full coverage, especially because we're coming from a lighter color. So if it is not fully covered, you will definitely be able to see that. I just wrap my ends up at the bottom and apply my dye there, and then I fold my aluminum and I move on to the next piece. Now the great thing about doing the braid method is that the braids are out of the way. Like literally you just put your aluminum right over top of the next one and you apply your color, and that's it. It's pretty simple. I decided to leave the front pieces blind as my customer requested, and this is how our color came out. It literally looks like she has highlights. So we're going to go through and we're going to pluck out the part. This is extremely important when you want your wig to look natural. I have ran into quite a few wigs that I was asked to correct where the part was just not plugged. And even if you are not going to bleach the part, because sometimes you run into customers where they prefer to not have their parts bleached, you really want to make sure that you go through and you remove that hair that is in that, you know, that formation. What I do is I follow the guideline. If you guys would like a video of me actually like giving a full detail on that, just let me know and I will definitely give you guys one. So I go in with my slick stick and my holding spray, and I'm going to use my hot comb to pretty much section off everything and mold everything down. This just helps give it that sleek look. It gets it nice and flat, but it also still has it looking natural. Now I'm just going in and I'm tweezing up that side area over here. This part was a little thicker than the other side was from the previous stylist that had worked on this unit. So now we're just going in and we're going to silk press this unit out. We are using Sebastian Holding spray. It is very important when you are doing a silk press that you take your time to go down. That is how you get the unit to be extremely straight, and it'll keep the hair straight. I also am going in with the Remi heat protecting spray as well. I spray both of the products on together, and this literally helps the hair be so sleek and so straight. So now that the hair is all silk pressed in the back, I'm just going to go through and go in with my hot comb and press out this top area. I'm going to use my hot comb and my flat irons. I'm kind of just going to go back and forth between the two. We're still using the same products that we were using before to get this top part really flat and straight. So now for the final touches, I'm just going in with my dye brush, and you guys can actually find this in the description box down below. I'm going to link it to my Amazon store. but you guys can purchase it. It is such a good tool to have on hand for when you have to touch up the part on any type of lace or any wig that you're working on, and it just gives you that quick and fast color. Now this is our final look. I really hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment those down below as well.